you listen to me?
Hey, teacher, yes.
Ate, muchísimas gracias por la pregunta. Muchas gracias. Bueno, chicos, la verdad, después del COVID, pensé que ya terminaba ahí, pero no.
Teacher, no se escucha.
Ya, ¿me escucha mejor?
Muy lejos.
Are you feel okay?
Ahí, ¿me escucha mejor?
So, teacher.
Muy lejos.
Buenas noches, profe. No se le escucha nada.
Hola chicos, ¿me pueden escuchar bien?
Sí, profe.
Yes, teacher.
¿Ahora sí? Listo. Les comentaba que pues después del COVID uno dice como que bueno, ya se acabó. He venido con unos dolores, me han salido morados en las piernas, un cansancio, no puedo levantarlas hacia atrás, horrible, yo apenas tengo 30 años. Y es que los 30 me han dado re duro. Y entonces esta semana tuve cita con el especialista nuevamente porque me está dificultando para trabajar, para salir, para hacer ejercicio, para poder entrenar todo. Parece ser algo circulatorio, tenemos que esperar. ¿Cómo?
Are you feel good today?
No, it's not that I feel okay 100%. No,
Okay. So
it's getting worse every day. It's getting worse every day. It hurts a lot. Duele, me siento cansada, pero pues hay que esperar, hay que esperar. Entonces me programaron ese examen ahora en la tarde de emergencia porque tengo que tomármelo lo antes posible y por eso se me hizo tarde para la clase. De todos modos, vamos a trabajar. Vamos a
Do you have
trabajar.
any
Cualquier
for
cosa
today?
podemos terminar un poquito antes, ¿vale? Pero no podemos perder como todo el tiempo de la clase, no.
Okay, teacher.
¿Les
If I
parece,
can help you,
muchachos?
I'm here.
Sí,
Thank you
teacher.
very much. You are so kind. Okay, guys, so we're going to start working right now. Thanks a lot for your support. We're not going to finish like 9:30 or 9:20 like last class, but we're going to work hard. I'm gonna give you all the instructions. So in that way, we can finish before 9 p.m. Is that okay for you?
Yes, teacher, no problem.
Yes, that we finish
Profe,
early today?
profe, buenas noches.
Ajá.
Pero le está viendo entrecortado.
Profe, buenas noches.
Profe, no se le escucha nada.
Teacher, se le escucha entrecortado.
Profe, no se escucha nada.
Hola, hola.
Profe, se le escucha
Se le escucha
entrecortado.
entrecortado.
Se le escucha por partes.
No, hay un accidente.
No,
Hey, is it better now?
No, profe, entrecortado.
profe, la verdad no se le escucha nada.
Hello.
Profe,
Yes, I'm here. Do you listen to me?
Ahí se escucha un poco mejor, profe.
Yes, it's internet. You know that internet is always a problem. Do you listen to me?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay, thank God. So I was telling you that according to the email that I sent you yesterday, these are the activities that we plan to do today. Last class, we finished talking about agreement and disagreement. We had one activity in class, we finished it, and we socialized it. Today, we're going to start working on something different, similar but different, because we're going to remember how to describe the past. This is something that you did in English 1. So we're going to work on it again, describing past experiences. And in that way, we're going to remember how to use the verbs in the past. So we're going to have a workshop talking about life experiences. So here we have some questions to start talking. This is for participation, and also we will have some activities. We're going to see the exercises, and we're going to remember the difference between regular verbs and irregular verbs as well. So as fast as we finish that, we're going to go to something different. And what is the different part? We're going to start learning how to describe a person's biography, or how to present a person's biography. That's why we have one listening exercise. With the listening exercise, we will answer these questions. So as fast as we finish that, we're going to see some examples of a biography. In that way, the idea is to learn what are the elements of a biography. When I say that, it is because we are learning how a biography is composed. Then we will have a PowerPoint presentation, and when this PowerPoint presentation, I am going to give you some instructions because next week we're going to have one oral activity in groups. That oral activity in groups is going to be the final topic of term number 1. And today you have one activity to do. This activity to do is a reading comprehension workshop. It's in groups and it's to send it to me. So as you see, today's class is full of important exercises that we can't miss. Questions at the moment?
Yes, how many persons?
How many people per group?
Yeah.
3 for maximum.
Okay, teacher.
3 for maximum. So let's go to number 1. And in number 1, it says that we have some participation questions. Remember that for participation questions, it's raising your hands and giving full answers. In question, as you can see, all the questions have the auxiliary did. Is the question indicating that this is past, present, or future? Are questions in past, present, or future? Very good, Catherine. Questions are in past. What did you do before the class today? This is 1 hour ago. What did you do before the class? Question B. Did you have lunch with your family this week? On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Only
No,
on 2 occasions.
all the questions are in past, Catherine. Did you have lunch with your family this week? This week in the past few days.
Sorry,
From Monday to Friday, or maybe including today, because today lunch is past.
excuse me.
Where did you go last weekend? Last Saturday and last Sunday. Did you practice any sport in the last 5 days? Did you practice any sport in the last 5 days? Remember that we have verbs in infinitive, but also remember that we have verbs in past. As you have questions in past, you will have verbs in past. If the question is, where did you go in the morning? What is the past of go?
Goes?
No. The past. Went. If the action in present is see, what is the past of see?
Oh,
So,
So, very good.
teacher,
If the verb is play, what is the past of play?
say it.
Played. If the verb is eat, what is the past of eat?
Eight.
Thank you, Karina. Very good. So remember that the verbs you are using to answer my questions are in past because questions are in past. 3 minutes to plan your answers, or let's answer right now. 3 minutes to organize your ideas.
yeah, I have a couple of questions. It's the did word and the verb.
Repeat again, please.
It's about the grammar of the structure of the sentence when we are going to use did.
Uh-huh.
For example, did you, uh,
So
yes,
in the answer, right?
yes, like,
Let's give one example with number 1. What did you do before the class? When you have the verb do, you can use any action that you want because it's to mention the activity that you did. So example, I listened to music with my brother before the class. What are you doing there? You are giving me the subject that is the person. This is the person doing the action, right? You are giving me the action, but not only the action, you are giving the action in past because you are answering a question in past. Besides, you are giving me the complement. So in the complement, you are trying to make your answer long. What is a great strategy? Use the question to answer. Before class, before the class. So in that way, you produce more English. I, person, listened, action in past, to music with my brother before class, complement. Is that okay?
yes, teacher, but my question is, well, besides this one that you gave me, that you gave us, is the one that, like, for example, did they go to the party? For example, we used the did, right? So for go, it's not went, right? Because of the, because that,
Well, yeah, that is the grammar explanation. But now I need answers orally. After answers orally, I give you the grammar explanation of that. How to write questions, how to write affirmative, and how to write negative. Is that okay?
yes.
So remember that in affirmative, the action is in past. In negative, we have did not. And also we have didn't. And interrogative, we have did you. Did you, for example, and the verb it's in infinitive. So first, let's answer the question for not confusing the people now. And after that, I give you affirmative, negative, and interrogative examples. Is that okay?
Yes, teacher.
Profe, qué pena, esa última parte no me quedó muy clara.
Let's answer the questions now. And after the questions orally with the verbs in past, I explain the grammar. But now answer the questions. Answer the questions with the verbs in past. After socializing the questions, we explain the grammar because it's always important to learn in a context. And after learning in a context, we'd go with the grammar. Is that okay?
Teacher, I have a question.
Huh?
We have to answer the 4 questions or only one?
Of course. 3 minutes to answer the 4 questions. 3 minutes or 5 minutes?
5, please.
5 minutes. No, very fast to answer the questions. Go ahead. 5 minutes to answer the questions. Go, 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 go. Quickly. Okay, let's start. So do we have volunteers to participate? Volunteers to... Ajá.
¿Listo?
Yeah, now volunteers to participate in class. Maria Paulina, super. Hey, Maria Paulina, question number 1. What did you do before class?
Before class, I was sleeping.
Tell me more things, because I was sleeping is very short. Tell me a full answer, more. Give me a compliment. Maria Paulina, compliment your answer. Your answer is very short. A long answer. I was sleeping and... Maria Paulina, do you listen to me? Hello. María Paulina, ¿me escuchas? No? Okay. Laura Vera. Good evening.
Hi, teacher.
Laura, question number 1 again. What did you do before class?
I worked all afternoon, teacher, or all day.
All the day. Where did you work?
In the industry, sale the, how do you say, maquinaria?
With machines?
The industry machines.
Of machines. Very good. Thank you very much. Laura, super. Question number 2, Mariana Colorado. Hi.
Hi, teacher.
Question number 2, did you have lunch with your family this week?
No.
Give me a full answer.
Okay. No, I didn't have any lunch with my family this week because I lunched in my work. I work in a restaurant in San Antonio, so I lunched there. But I have a pair of breakfast with my grandmother because I live only with her.
Mariana, that is a wow. Very good, 5. Mariana, what restaurant do you work in?
I work in a restaurant called Criollan Lovers. It's a peruano. I don't know how to say. A Peruan restaurant. It's very delicious.
Do you cook seafood?
No, I just
Because Peruvian food is famous for being with seafood, with fish.
What, teacher, sorry?
Peruvian food is commonly known for being prepared with fish.
Yes, we prepare a lot of plates with fish, but I'm not in the kitchen. I work como mesera.
As a waitress.
Yes.
Just thank you, Mariana. So interesting. Jose Gaviria, good evening.
Hi, teacher.
Jose Gaviria, question C. Where did you go last weekend? This includes Saturday and Sunday. Full answer.
Okay, I was doing work last weekend. I didn't leave the house much.
So you were at home. Tell me, what did you do at home?
Sleep, watch
In
TV.
past. What is the past of sleep?
No, profe, no me acuerdo. Profe.
Slept. I slept.
Left, okay.
One more.
Hacer, profe. Make a homework, pues las tareas.
I did homework. Thank you, Jose. Very good. Anderson, finally, question number 4 or D.
Hello, teacher.
Did you
D?
practice? Yeah,
D?
Anderson,
Okay.
you. Did you practice any sport in the last 5 days? Did you practice any sport in the last 5 days?
Yo hablando con el micrófono cerrado, perdón, teacher. I did practice sport for the pandemic. I practice more the guitar and piano.
So you don't practice sports, but you play instruments.
Yeah, no, I didn't practice sports.
You didn't practice any sport. Well, playing instruments is good too.
Yeah.
Ihahi, you have 2 positive participation points in class. Really good. Thank you so much. So now we're going to move to the next exercise. Thanks to the students who were participating. And we're going to go to the point number 2 of the class. Advancing on topics, we see that we're going to have some explanation and we are going to have some exercises. Here it comes the examples that the student was asking for. Let me show you the document. I'm sorry. It's attached here on your email. Go to it, download it, and open it on your computers because it's to do exercises right now. So go to it, download it, and open it. What are you going to do? As you can see, we're going to have, I'm sorry, it is this one. Oops, give me a second. It's not there. I'm going to send it to you. Wait. It's not in the documents. I am sending it to you now. Give me a second for you to download it. Look. It's here. So this is the document that we're going to work on. Go to it, download it, and open it now that you have it. What are we going to do? We are going to see unexpected events on holidays. Remember that every time we... Okay, guys, I was sending you the document because I didn't send it to you yesterday with the others. So here you can see that some seconds ago, I sent it to you because in the previous email that I sent yesterday, I didn't attach it. So here we have the others, but the workshop of the point 2 of the class was not there. So here it is right now. Go to it, download it, and open it because this is the activity to realize right now. Pay attention to me. We're going to speak about past experiences. Yes, one more time. Talking about holidays. One more time. Talking about vacation. But this time is going to be different. Why? Because it says unexpected events. Can you tell me what do you understand for that? What is an unexpected event? What is that?
Eventos inesperados.
So unexpected events on holidays. This is totally different and it's a really funny example of the experiences that we live when we go on vacation. Because when we go on vacation, our expectations are really high, right? Everything is going to be perfect. I am going to spend the best time of my life. It is going to be marvelous, astonishing, fantastic, crazy. The opposite of it is that sometimes our holidays are the worst. What is worst, positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative.
Negative, it is a negative characteristic when it is really bad. So here we see an example of a person who went on holidays. For participation points, do we have volunteers to read? For participation in class, volunteers to read?
Teacher, I repeat participation or no more?
Oh, no, one participation per class. Different people participating. Raising hands, very good.
Okay.
Kami, you start. Kami, you start.
Okay. 6 years ago, my family and I went on summer vacation with our friends in Egypt. We had a great time. I thought I couldn't get any wrong, but unfortunately I did. More, teacher?
Lozano, this is your moment to continue. You go.
Una pregunta, que tenga molestarla.
Yes. What is your question?
Las preguntas de abajo, en su versión below, son también con did, ¿no? La respuesta.
In past. In past.
In past? Only past? Okay.
In past. In past. Questions in past, answers in past. Hey,
Okay.
Angela, continue. Thank you, Kimi. Very good.
Okay, where's the last question that Kimi said?
Continue reading. The first wrong thing.
Oh, okay. First wrong thing that happened is that we fell asleep. We didn't get up at the right time and we missed the bus for the airport. We jumped out of the bed, but put our clothes on as fast as we could and had called a taxi, which drove us to the airport.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Carol Gisela, continue.
Okay, teacher. Our flight was in 15 minutes. I was very worried that we couldn't make. There was no ticket for my family. I started crying. I thought that I will stay in Egypt for my rest of my life.
Thank you so much. So dramatic, right? So dramatic. Carol Gisela Peralta, thank you.
Yes, thank you, teacher.
Teacher,
I was going to stay in Egypt for the rest of my life. Come on.
Oh my God, so
Catherine,
terrible.
yeah, too much drama. Catherine Ordóñez, continue.
teacher, teacher.
Yes, I listen to you.
That happened to you?
Excuse me?
That experience happened to you? Is your
No.
oh,
No, here is the link where I took it from.
oh, I didn't see that.
Here you can see the link, the source where I took it from.
Profe, una
Catherine.
pregunta.
But actually, I went to San Andres with my family and we had a lot of unexpected events. We had accidents, we had fights, we had a lot of things, but actually it was the best experience of my life, not the worst, with all those unexpected events included. Catherine, we are waiting for you. No, Catherine, Laura Vera, no, Laura, you already participated.
Sorry, teacher. Where I start?
Teacher, lower the hand.
I didn't feel.
Yep, I didn't feel.
Okay, I didn't feel good, so I find it. Some people who were working on the airport were looking after me. In the end, they got used new tickets, but the flight was the next day. So my family and I slept on the floor for the whole night.
Thank you so much, Catherine. Well, that is terrible, terrible things. I had unexpected events in San Andres, but I never slept on the floor at the airport. Ordóñez, right?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you, Catherine. Let's continue with Juan Camilo. Juan Camilo, what is your last name?
Muñoz.
Muñoz, continue, Juan. In the morning.
Sorry, teacher, 1 second. Sorry. I use my, thank you. In the morning, we landed in Serbia. I was so happy that I came home and that everything finished. But our suitcase was missing. I can't believe that I was that unlucky.
That I was that unlucky. Thank you, Muñoz.
Thanks, teacher.
Very good. Hey, guys, you read very well. Now, question. Any problem with the vocabulary? Do you have questions about the vocabulary?
No, teacher.
Any question about the vocabulary?
¿Alguna pregunta del vocabulario? Una palabra que no entiendan o algo?
Any question about the vocabulary? No, that's super. My goodness, these people. I am surprised. So if you don't have questions about vocabulary, I have questions of reading comprehension. Question number 1. When did she travel? When did she travel, Caro?
Egypt.
Full answer.
She went to Egypt 6 years ago.
Thank you, Carol. Very good. Thank you so much. Question number 2 that I have. Question number 2 that I have. What was the first bad thing that happened to her? What was the first but thing that happened to her? Karime, do you want to answer?
Yes, teacher.
Uh-huh.
The first one thing that they happen is that they fell asleep.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they fell asleep. And in consequence?
They missed the bus for the
They
airport.
missed the bus for the airport. So from that moment, everything went bad. Karime Ortiz, really good answer, Karime. You have really good comprehension. Thank you so much. Let's go with question number 3 for participation. What was her reaction when they lost their tickets? What was her reaction when they lost their tickets?
Cry.
Yes. What was her reaction when they lost their tickets? Juan Camilo, you are the only one. Do you want to answer?
Yes, she cried, but
She cried. Uh-huh.
sorry. Yes,
She cried.
yes,
She started
she
crying.
cried, yeah.
Why did she cry, Juan Camilo?
For don't no, sorry, for don't know, for
What
didn't
did she think?
for didn't no, for didn't think no is very or
Yeah, it's okay. Because she didn't obtain
yes, she didn't obtain the tickets for his
her family.
yes,
And
sorry,
also because she thought she was going to stay in Egypt for the rest of her life. And something that for me is actually funny is that she says, I fainted. Do you know what fainted is, Juan Camilo?
no, teacher is very
It's
sad.
when you go back.
Oh,
It's when
sorry.
you go back that you are not conscious anymore. So you feel that you can't sustain your body and you fall on the floor unconscious. What is fainted?
Fainting.
When you go to the floor unconscious, that you don't have any awareness about what's going on. When you go unconscious. Hey, class, what is fainted?
Don't remember, teacher.
Angela, you have the answer? Desmayarse, se
Profe, es como
desmayó, she
desmayo o algo
fainted.
así, ¿no? Desmayado.
Desmayarse. Desmayarse is la acción to faint, right? But in past, you add ed. She fainted. So I fainted. I went black. Thank you so much. Now let's go to the questions. We already answered the questions orally. Let's go answer the questions in a written form. This is my moment to give you examples about how to use the past in the 3 forms that we have of speaking. Pay attention to me. Remember that in past or at any moment, passed out, come on, Karen, no. No, that is too much. She didn't go to heaven. So in past, we are going to have 2 ways of speaking. We are going to have past with did, but also we are going to have past with the verb to be. The verb to be in past is was, and also it's were. Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Yes. So I am going to put it here for gaining some space. What's going on? Remember that we always have 3 ways of speaking, no more. We have affirmative, we have negative, and also we have interrogative. 3 ways of speaking, affirmative, negative, and interrogative. What kind of past is this one? This is past simple. It means that when we say it's simple, it is because this is the easy past of English. Lainer, silent your microphone, please. Lainer, silent your microphone, please. Thank you, Lainer. Don't worry. So, in affirmative, remember that in present, you use verbs in present. In past, what do? You use verbs in past. In affirmative form, present. If I say in present, I enjoy, how do you say in past? I
Enjoyed it.
Enjoyed. Be careful with the pronunciation of ed. Enjoyed. So that's just the difference. You use the verbs in the past. Give me one example of one affirmative sentence in past. Let's say she. Action. Action.
Whatever action.
One action. Give me one action in past.
Dance.
Play.
She. Repeat again, please.
Dance.
She danced because it's past. She danced. This is the person. This is the action. Give me a compliment.
In the party.
She danced in the party. Ooh, I love dancing. She danced in the party. Very good. This is amazing. ED is indicating past. Hey guys, verbs finishing in ED are verbs regular or irregular?
It's regular.
Super, thank you. They are regular verbs. Very good. Give me the sentence in negative form. She
didn't.
So we have 2 options. She did not,
Did not.
Also we can say didn't. There's no problem. What is the difference? Did not is more formal and didn't is a little bit informal. But actually we use didn't all the time because it's the contraction. She didn't. Now pay attention to that. Is the action in past or is the action in infinitive? Is the action in past or is the action in infinitive?
Infinitive?
The action in infinitive. Why, guys? In the party. Why? It is exactly the same in present. In present, let me give you the example for you to remember. Just for you to remember because you know it. She. What is the conjugation in present? In present, she danced?
Yes.
What is the conjugation in present? She dances. Yes or no?
Yes.
She dances in the party. That is the conjugation in present. What is the conjugation of negative in present? If negative in present, you say she, negative present for she. What is the auxiliary in present?
She don't dance.
In present, we have the auxiliary do and does. This is in present. So in the negative form, how do you say? She don't dance or she doesn't dance?
She doesn't dance.
Thank you very much. It is exactly the same. As you have the auxiliary, the verb is infinitive. You don't say she doesn't dances. No, the conjugation is in affirmative. It's exactly the same here. She danced in the party. She danced with the verb in past. She didn't is negative, so the action is normal infinitive. Did I answer your question?
Yes, me.
Thank you, Laura. Now let's go to the question.
Teacher,
In the question,
No. Oh, bueno, ahí es cuando es al revés, ¿verdad? Primero sería didn't y luego el...
Cuando tenemos pregunta, el auxiliar, así sea en pasado, en presente, en futuro. It's first. So, how do you start the question? The person. She, action. In past or infinitive? In past or infinitive?
Repeat she doesn't negative.
Excuse me?
Por favor, me explica lo de she doesn't y she does cuando es negativo.
Yeah. So, when it's in present, the auxiliary is do and the auxiliary is does. Do. When do you use do? You use do when you have the following subjects. Which subjects? When you have I, when you have you, when you have we, and when you have they. This is when you use do. You use does when you have the other subjects. What are the other subjects? When you have she, when you have he, and when you have it. So those are the moments that you use does. Why do you say does? Because in the negative, you say does not or doesn't. When the sentence is negative in present and the person or subject that you are using is she, he, it, you say does not or you say doesn't. And the action is in simple form. Recuerden que tenemos do para yo, usted, ustedes, nosotros, ellos. Does cuando utilizamos ella, él o eso. Ese does not se utiliza en negativas porque en afirmativas hacemos la conjugación del verbo. She dances in the party. She does does not or doesn't dance, simple form, in the party. Let's go with the question for you to see the three. Did she? Pay attention to that, guys. You have did, the auxiliary. The auxiliary in negative, the action simple form. The auxiliary in negative, the action simple form. What about in the question? Did she dance or did she dance? Simple form or past?
Danced.
Dance.
Dance. Did she dance in the party?
At the party, no? Oh, it's in the party. Okay.
Uh-huh. Did she dance in the party? So in that way, you are using one more time the verb in infinitive. Why? Because of the auxiliary. Cuando usted ya mete el auxiliar para hacer una negación en cualquier tiempo, en presente, en pasado, en futuro, cuando usted mete el auxiliar para hacer una negación, el verbo queda tal cual, después de que usted tenga el auxiliar. Normalmente, ¿dónde hacemos las conjugaciones? En el afirmativo, como en afirmativo presente, dances. Cuando ya es el negativo, utilizamos el auxiliar para negar. Esos que nos ayudan a negar y a preguntar. Look at the question in present. What is the auxiliary in present? What is the auxiliary in present? Do or does. So in the question, what is the auxiliary if the person is she? Do she or does she?
Does she?
Thank you. Does she action dances or dance?
Dance.
Very good. Why, guys? Because you have the auxiliary. As you have the auxiliary in the question, the action is simple form. Does she dance in the party? Does she dance in the party? So that's why, and that's how we make it in present, and that's how we make it in the past. One more example, or it's okay?
It's okay, teacher.
What about the class? 40 students in class. One more example, or it's clear?
It's clear.
It's clear for me.
Very good. Super. Let's go with the other one. Look at the other one. Give me a second. Come on. I'm ready. Look at the other one. I am going to explain the other way of the past. What is the other way of the past? Very simple. Was and were. What is that? Remember, guys, that to be is regular or irregular?
Regular.
Regular, teacher.
Really? Es el verbo
Él cambia su conformación, ¿no? En los tiempos.
Quizá todo el mundo en el colegio. ¿Y usted me va a decir que es regular?
No, eso es irregular. Bailamos, tú bailas,
No,
yo
es
bailo.
súper irregular. ¿Por qué? Uno, es un verbo muy sencillo de utilizar, pero que se afirma, se niega y se interroga. Usted tenga eso presente. Cuando usted tiene ese verbo, que usted quiere decir, yo estoy en mi casa, I am in my house, ahí cámbiale el chip. No va a utilizar ni didn't, ni doesn't, nada. ¿Por qué? Porque el verbo se niega solo. Si en afirmativo, y vamos a verlo en presente, hagamos la misma combinación. Present, to be present. How do you make to be present?
Teacher,
What is the conjugation? Ajá.
usted cuando habla un poquito en español, se le entiende, se le comprende más lo que nos quiere decir cuando está hablando de los verbos. Usted no puede de pronto, yo sé que usted tiene que hablar en inglés para que nosotros comprendamos, pero cuando usted ahorita habló, se comprende más y
Claro,
tengo por
Lorena, es
entendido
obvio, pero
que varios compañeros
no podemos dar la
pues
clase en español. Por eso hago intervenciones cortas para que ustedes aprovechen. Si tienen preguntas, repetimos, pero hacer la explicación completa en español no. Hay que hacer el esfuerzo y ir educando el oído para que entendamos en inglés. Por eso ahorita que acabé de explicar la primera parte, questions, 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 questions. No, it's clear, so we advance. But giving all the explanation in Spanish, no.
Thank you.
So, in present, to be present. Remember that to be present has three conjugations. Three conjugations, am, is, and are. Three conjugations, am, is, and are. In past, two conjugations. Conjugation number one was. Conjugation number two.
Number two.
Conjugation number two, where? So, an affirmative, negative, and interrogative, we're going to have the same thing. How do you say in English, yo soy estudiante? How do you say that? Yo soy un estudiante. How do you say that?
I student.
Y el soy, ese verbo ser, yo soy.
Student. Yes.
I am a student. Básico. Elemental. I am a student. This is affirmative. Yo fui. Ese fui es de ir o de ser. Yo fui a la iglesia. Es de ir. Yo fui estudiante. Es de
Ser.
Okay, so in affirmative form, the verb to be passed is I was a student. I was a student. Negative in present. How do you say negative in present? Yo no soy un estudiante. Thank you, Catherine. I am not a student. Why? Because the verb to be is irregular. So the verb to be is affirmative, the verb to be is negative, the verb to be is interrogative. In past, how do you say it? Affirmative, I was a student. Negative. Negative. What is the negative form of the verb to be in past? It's on the chat. I'm going to write it here. What is the negative form of the verb to be in past?
Was it?
Thank you. So we have wasn't a student. That's it. In affirmative, I was a student. In negative, I wasn't a student. Question. In the question, obviously, am I? It's okay. But we normally don't say that. In the question, we are asking, are you a student? Are you a student? And in the question here, how do you say this question, are you, in present? How do you say that question with you in past? Was or were?
Was. Huh?
Was or were?
Were, teacher.
Was.
Were you a student? Were you a student? So in that case, we are having one more time affirmative, negative, and interrogative with the verb to be in present and with the verb to be in past. One more example. One more example. One more example. Remember the conjugation was. The conjugation was for I, it's for he, it's for she, and it's for it. And also,
Teacher,
remember,
excuse me. Respecto a las grabaciones, todavía no has definido quién puede hacerte el favor de grabar las clases.
No,
Porque
no
es
lo
que la
hemos definido.
verdad, o sea, mi internet en mi caso me falla muchísimo. Entonces, pues quedo lapsos largos de tiempo en los que pues mi internet se va y me queda pues como difícil preguntarte, profe, ¿qué has dicho en 20 minutos de clase? Entonces, las grabaciones pues sí serían un gran apoyo.
Listo, déjame un segundo, cojo el anfitrión y hago la grabación de esta clase, ¿vale?
Muchas gracias, profe. Thank you.
Recording in progress.
So now we are recording the meeting, but we do have to decide a person who does it per session because I don't have the space on my computer to do it. So if we have any volunteer in the class who says, hey, teacher, I can take that responsibility of recording classes, that would be awesome. So please, at the end of the class, if there is one person or during the class who can write on the chat and say, hey, teacher, I can record classes, that would be awesome. So Anderson, that is perfect. You can send that. You can send it to the partners, or you can create. Well, now I am doing it. But if you have any previous recording, that would be awesome before this moment that I am recording the meeting now. Let's continue, guys. Let's advance because I am really interested. Remember, if you have any question, let me know. Now I am going to give you one more example of the use of the verb to be in past because we are talking about past. An affirmative. If the person is they, what is the conjugation? I was telling you that when you have was, you are using it with I, he, she, it. Anderson, ¿las cuentas, porfis, antes que continuemos? ¿Dónde las subes? ¿Cómo lo haces? Ay, mi Dios. Estamos en YouTube. Jesús bendito, qué nervios. Ah. Anderson, come on.
Relax, teacher.
Yeah, relax, teacher, relax. Oh my goodness. Jesus. Okay. Well, teacher got any her class. Ajá.
Buenas noches, qué
Yes.
pena. Es que yo te escribí por el interno alguito. A ver si de pronto al finalizar la clase me puedes regalar un espacio para cuadrar eso.
During the class, I am explaining now. In few minutes, we go to practice work. So during that time, we can speak. For the moment, I pay attention a little moment to the chat because I am explaining. So after explanation and during exercises, I talk to you. Is that okay? During the activity, we can talk. Now, can I continue? Tell me yes, tell me no. Tell me yes, tell me no. Can I continue?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you very much. Where, it's for you, we, you, and they. If we are giving one example with affirmative they, what is the conjugation? How can you say in English? Ellos estuvieron en la casa de su abuela. Ellos estuvieron en la casa de su abuela. How can you say that in English?
Wasn't. Was. No, sería were. Where.
They were. And you are, his, her. What is the possessive of they? They were. And possessive of they. English one, come on.
Then.
Possessive of of in there, there, because them is the object. So in their grandma's house. They were in their grandma's house. Very good. This is affirmative. How can you say that negative? Remember that here you have the example of affirmative, negative, and was and were, or wasn't and they. How do you say that negative? They weren't in their grandma's house. How can you say that interrogative? The auxiliary goes first. The auxiliary goes first. How do you say that in interrogative form? Edison Bolaños, hello. Edison 1. Edison 2.
Listo ya.
Okay, Edison. Affirmative, they were. Negative, they weren't. Interrogative.
Weren't they?
Were they? Were they in their grandma's house? Very good. That's it. So in affirmative, they were. In negative, they weren't. Interrogative, were they? Questions at the moment, or let's continue?
Let's continue, teacher.
Let's continue. Very good. Look at the questions that you have here. Look at the questions that you have here. Are these questions in past, present, or future? Are these questions in present, past, or future?
Past, teacher.
In past. Do you have the answers? Do you have
In
the
past.
answers? Do you have the answers?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. One person to socialize the answers to show the workshop.
Profe, dejo de compartir.
One person to socialize the answers for participation points, but showing the answers written. I want to see the answers written. So question number 1, give me the answer.
She traveled in the 2009.
Written because we shared the answers orally. But I want to see the answers written with your words on the text, on the document. Lorena, very good. Lorena, that is the attitude. Lorena, read the question number 1 and the answer number 1.
Profe, qué pena, perdón. ¿Cómo?
Carla. Question number 1 and answer. Hey, Lorena, read the question number 1 and answer number. Lore. Lore.
Profe, es qué pena, es que yo no sé, el internet me está fallando tanto hoy.
Yeah, I understand. Show me the document again. Show me the document again and read questions and answers. No? Okay, let's look for people. Positive and negative participation points. Arley Alzate, hello.
Hello, teacher. Ya iba a levantar la mano. Voy a compartir entonces, ¿listo?
Yes, Arley, very good. Super. Thank you so much. Arley, remember that in class always, all the time, for no reason, we give short answers. All the time, we give full answers. And the best way to do that, a good strategy to do that is to use the question to answer. This is the best strategy that I can give you. How can you do that? When did she go to Egypt? When did she go to Egypt? In your answer, you have to practice the past. If I ask you questions in present, it's to practice present. If I ask you questions in past, it is to practice past. Use the question to answer. What is the past of go, Arley? Thank you, Lorena. She went to Egypt in the summer vacation. Hey, class, is that correct? Is that correct, class?
No.
That's incorrect. Arley, go to the text. Go to the text. Show me the text. Go up, up, up. Go to the text. Ajá, el texto. Arley, porfa. It is the first line. Go to the answer again. So she went to Egypt 6 years ago. Is that okay for you, Arley? Yes, it's clear.
Teacher, me disculpa, es que estoy por acá en el sur y está venteando y la verdad o sea, se le escucha muy entrecortado.
Okay, Arlene, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Stop sharing.
Profe, es que hoy por acá en el sur llovió tan duro y el internet
Really?
está muy intermitente.
Yo puedo compartirlo.
No, I am going to look for people for participation. Isabela Lopez, hello. Isabela Lopez, hello.
Hello, teacher.
Isabela, give me your answer number 2. Give me your answer number 2.
¿Me repites, por favor?
Give me your answer number 2. Give me your answer number 2. No, Isabela? Okay. Let's go with the next. Jessica Londoño, hello. Jessica Londoño, hello. Jessica 1. Jessica 2. No, Isabella, it's not for reading. You can write them on the chat. Write the answer on the chat. That is perfect because I want to see the text. Write the answer on the chat. Escríbela. Write the answer on the chat. Vanessa Vanguero, hello.
Hello, teacher.
Vanessa, your answer number 3, please. Vanessa, your answer number 3. Vanessa, your answer number 3. María Paulina.
Teacher, if
Uh-huh.
I can participate again or not?
I don't listen to you. Excuse me?
If I participated, I can participate again or not?
The idea is that we don't do it twice or 3 times in the same class because we have 41 students today. So it means that we have a lot of people for participation. If we don't have more options, I give you the opportunity again. But that's why I am asking because I am worried to see that we only have few people participating.
Okay.
In the case of Yadi Angelica, no idea who this person is in my class. Yadi Angelica Mindineros. Who are you? Hello. This is the class number 5 and I don't know your voice.
Teacher, tú dijiste Paulina.
Martinez, you already participated.
¿Comparto pantalla?
Yeah, go ahead. Ya de Angélica, no idea. Mindineros. Zero. María Paulina, go ahead.
¿Están viendo?
Yes, we are. Very good. María Paulina, thank you for your interest. Super. Oh, wow, pain. María Paulina.
Señora?
One more time. One more time. I didn't see it. Okay, stop. Question number 2, give me the answer. Why did I miss the bus for the airport? María Paulina.
Señora?
Tell me the answer, María Paulina.
Enjoy my last vacation, my family, or?
Number 2, why did I miss the bus for the airport? Read it. Number 2, they fell. María Paulina, lee la pregunta número 2, por favor. La pregunta no, la respuesta número 2.
I was organized my marker on my last vacation.
La pregunta, ¿tú sabes en qué parte del taller estamos? Porque me estás diciendo que quieres participar.
2.1.
Estamos haciendo las respuestas de qué. Acabamos de hacer una lectura, ¿cierto? Entonces, ¿qué estamos respondiendo? Las preguntas de la lectura. Dame la respuesta número 2 de la pregunta, why did they miss the bus for the airport?
They fell asleep and couldn't catch the bus.
Number 3, how did she react when the woman at the airport told her that there
She
wasn't
started to
enough for
cry
her
and
family?
thought she would stay in Egypt.
Egypt. And number 4, did they get new tickets for the same day?
Teacher, she started to cry and thought she would
Very good.
stay in Egypt.
Yeah, and number 4, did they get tickets for the same day?
No, they couldn't. I have been for the same. That it was for the next day.
They couldn't have been for the same day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. María Paulina, what is your last name? Martinez.
Martinez Ocampo?
Thank you so much. Okay, guys. So in this part, it's not so difficult, and I saw that you were doing it. So I think this is one exercise you can continue doing by yourself. How? Here, let me show you the screen. Here we have the list of verbs. This list of verbs is very nice because you have a combination of regular and irregular verbs. Remember that one regular verb, and this is English 1, regular verbs are the ones that finish in ed in the past. So, regular verbs. Finish in ed in the past. That's it. Irregular verbs, they change, or actually, they don't change. How is that possible, teacher? Look at the number 1. Answer. In past it says answered with ed, regular or irregular?
Irregular, no? Sí.
It's regular. Very good. Look at this verb. Break in infinitive, broke in past, broken and participle. Regular or irregular?
Irregular.
Irregular.
So we had example of regular verb. We had example of irregular verb when they change. Now look at this example. Cut, cut, and cut. It doesn't finish in ed, but also it doesn't change. Regular or irregular?
Irregular.
Excuse me?
Irregular.
Regular or irregular?
Irregular.
Irregular. It's just regular. In the only case they are regular, it's because they finish in ed. One more. Clean in infinitive, cleaned, cleaned. Regular or irregular?
Regular.
Regular.
Regular. Okay. But when they change, when they are different, like in the example of do, did, and done, they are irregular. But also they are irregular when they continue exactly the same. When they don't change, they are irregular as well. So this is one material for you to study. It is one material for you to study. And that way you are going to answer the activity. How to answer the rest of the activity, that this is something you can do to practice. How can you do that? Look at the question that you have here. What did you do on your last vacation? Use regular verbs. I was watching some answers like I went. Is that correct? Is that correct?
Yes, teacher.
It's incorrect because went is irregular. And I am asking you for activities with regular verbs. I am asking you for positive things with regular verbs. Example, I danced. Example, I enjoyed. Example, I liked.
Teacher.
These ones are regular verbs. This is incorrect. In the exercise of regular verbs, I went is incorrect. In the exercise number 2, tell me negative things with irregular verbs. One more time. I went. Correct or incorrect?
Correct.
In this point is correct. And now, I didn't like. Correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Because
Like is regular.
Because like is regular. Clear? Clear?
Teacher, can I
Yes,
use
teacher.
at the first part, regular verbs, can I use to be in past?
To be past? No, because to be past is regular. Irregular, I'm sorry. To be past is irregular. Totally is the most irregular verb in English.
Okay.
So no, you used to be here. You used to be in irregular examples.
All right.
To be in irregular examples. Okay, so remember, this is one activity that you can do to practice. Now let's move to the next. How can we move to the next? We are going to advance in the next topic of the class. And what is the next topic of the class? It is the point number 3. Pay attention to it. And this is for also participation in class. How can you do it? We finish this listening. I give you examples of how to do your presentations, and this workshop in groups is to send it to me. So now we're going to move to the next activity. You have 5 questions in total. Where's he from? Who was Mozart's music teacher? When did he learn to play the piano? What did he do as a young boy? When did he start to write music? Clearly, this is one example of a biography. So now we are going to move to the next topic of the class. Here, here was supposed to be the file, but I am going to send it to you for you to do it right now. Give me 1 second. No sé por qué no cargaron todos los archivos. Un segundo, ya se los estoy enviando. It's very short. It is super, super, super short. Okay, okay. It is there. Did you receive it? Did you receive it?
No yet, teacher.
Yes? Instructions.
Yes, teacher.
Instructions. Number 1. Obviously, listen to it. Number 2, answer the questions. What are the questions? What are the questions? These are the questions. Listen to the audio, answer the questions. 5 minutes? Five minutes? No, too much. 5 minutes. Work, work, work. 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, we continue with the class. Okay?
Okay.
Is that okay? Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. 5 minutes, listen to the audio and answer the questions. Go ahead. I'm going to pee.
Qué pena, profe, una pregunta. La verdad, tú ese pedacito lo puedes explicar en español porque la verdad no te entiendo. Trato de traducirlo, pero no te entiendo.
No.
Qué pena.
What is listening? What is listening? Esa es una palabra que por ningún motivo ahora, o sea, es una instrucción. ¿Qué es listen? Es que son verbos que en inglés 2 deben tener. ¿Qué es listen y qué es answer? Si venimos tomando inglés 1, inglés 2, debemos entender qué es escuchar, qué es hablar, qué es escribir, qué es leer. Si la instrucción es listen, ¿qué tenemos que hacer?
Leer.
Escuchar.
Escuchar, como lo dice yo en la música, vea.
Escuchar.
Pues
¿Qué
answer sí
vamos
sé
a
qué
escuchar?
responder.
Si esto dice aquí, es que chicos, o sea, hay de cosas a cosas. Cuando es tema, ahí sí puedo yo decir no, de ninguna manera. Pero que usted me diga en inglés 2, que no me entiende una pregunta como, where is he from? Eso es una pregunta de nacionalidad. Información básica personal. No hay motivo por el cual usted en inglés 2 me diga que yo le traduzca esa pregunta a español. ¿O estoy equivocada? ¿Es una pregunta avanzada? Honestos. ¿Es
No,
una
profe.
pregunta avanzada?
No, ¿de
Para
qué pía
nada.
eres?
No. Es una pregunta avanzada. Y si aquí dice listening, ¿qué les estoy indicando hacer? Nuevamente.
Que escuchan la vida de Mozart.
Entonces, ¿cuál es la instrucción 1? Escuche el audio. ¿Dónde está el audio? Está en su correo, aquí se lo acabé de enseñar. O sea, esas son instrucciones que no deben ser en español. Instrucción número 2. ¿Qué es answer? Imposible. Es un verbo que llevamos viendo. Es imposible que en el semestre anterior no hayamos visto ese verbo. ¿Qué es answer?
Sí, eso es
Ni más que me diga que
responder las
intentó
preguntas.
traducirlo y no. ¿Responda qué?
Responder, profe.
Responda las
Listo.
preguntas.
Entonces, ¿dónde tenemos las preguntas? Las tenemos aquí. ¿Cuántas preguntas? 5. ¿Con qué las va a responder? Con el audio que va a escuchar. ¿Cuánto tiempo? 3 minutos. Where is he from? Who was Mozart's teacher? Acabamos de ver was. ¿Qué es was? ¿Quién era Mozart's music teacher? Who was the teacher of music for Mozart? When did he learn to play the piano? When did he learn is one action. What action is that?
Aprender, profe, aprender a tocar piano.
And the question is in present or past? The question is in present.
Past.
All the questions are in past because we are working in past. What did indicate in past? What? What is what? What is what? Que, do. It's a basic verb. What is do?
Hacer.
What is? Y si la pregunta es en pasado,
Hacía.
¿qué hacía cuando era pequeño? When, time, cuando. Did, indicating past the question, start, the initial moment when he write or when he wrote music. Entonces, ahí, ¿cuál es la invitación? No solo es la profesora la que tiene que hablar en español. Yo no les voy a dar mi clase en español. La invitación, ¿cuál es? Estudie. Porque si usted me está pidiendo, y ahí entonces también tenemos que evaluarnos todos. Si usted me está pidiendo que yo le traduzca instrucciones como esta, Usted se tiene que sentar a estudiar más. ¿O eso es demasiado avanzado para usted? Instrucciones como 5 minutos, escuche, responda. Ese tipo de instrucciones realmente, chicos, ¿ustedes quieren que yo se las dé en español? Porque ahí sí me va a frustrar.
No, teacher. I
Okay.
think I already got it.
So, 2 more minutes, I go to drink water. In 2 more minutes, we socialize the activity.
Okay, teacher.
Is probably the most in the world. He was born in Austria in 17.
Laura, ¿puedes silenciar tu micrófono, por favor?
¿Todos pueden escuchar? ¿Pudieron abrir bien el archivo?
Sí.
Yes, yes.
Y no se puede enviar por WhatsApp, es que yo no me deja.
Mozart Mozart is probably the most famous composer in the world. He was born in Austria in 1756. Mozart is probably the most famous composer in the world. He was born in Austria in 1756. Mozart is probably the most famous composer in the world. He was born in Austria in 1756. He was very clever in the world. He was very clever and he loved music from a very early age. His father, Leopold, was a musician. Leopold was Mozart's music teacher. Mozart learned to play the piano when he was only 4 years old. He wrote his first music when he was 5. He played the violin too. As a young boy, Mozart traveled around Europe with his father and his sisters. He played music for some very important people. He played in front of royal families in different European countries. When Mozart was 8, he started to write music for the flute and the piano. He wrote lots of music and operas and he became very famous. One of his most famous operas is The Magic Flute. Mozart is probably the most famous composer in the world. He was born in Austria in 1756. He was very clever and he loved music from a very early age. His father, Leopold, was a musician. He was very clever and he loved music from a very early age. His father, Leopold, was a musician. Leopold was Mozart's music teacher. Mozart learned to play the piano when he was only 4 years old. He wrote his first music when he was 5. He played the piano when he was only 4 years old. He wrote his first music when he was 5. He played the violin too. As a young boy, Mozart traveled around Europe with his father and his sisters. He played music for some very important people. He played in front of royal families in different European countries. When Mozart was 8, he started to write music for the flute and the piano. European countries. For some very important people. He played in front of royal families in different European countries. When Mozart was 8, he started to write music for the flute and the piano. countries. When Mozart was 8, he started to write music for the flute and the piano. He wrote lots of music and operas and he became very famous. One of his most famous operas is The Magic Flute. He played in front of royal families in different European countries. When Mozart was 8, he started to write music for the flute and the piano. He wrote lots of music and operas and he became very famous. One of his most famous operas is The Magic Flute.
Okay, guys, do you listen to me again?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Very good. So now we are going to advance. This is the moment to explain some aspects and giving you some instructions. Instructions for next class, obviously. And for the workshop, I told you that it's going to be in groups. So I'm going to give you instructions for this assignment. And also I'm going to give you instructions for the workshop in groups. As fast as we finish that, we officially finish the class. What are we going to see now? And pay attention to me. If you have questions, please raise your hands. Karen, repeat. Teacher, I don't understand. Use the survival kit of the class. Remember the questions and expressions that you can use when you have doubts to clarify. It says assignment. So when we have the word assignment, it means task, homework, activity. So you are going to have one task, one homework, one activity, synonyms of assignment. What is going to be your assignment, task, homework, or activity to do? You are going to present a biography. What did you see in the listening of Mozart? What kind of information do you include in a biography? This is something that we know. What kind of information do you include when you present a biography? What are the elements of a biography?
The important things, the birthday.
So in the elements of a biography, yeah. So we have different kind of information when we present a biography. The first information of a person when you are describing his biography is personal information, elemental, basic, not difficult. Like Mozart, we had his nationality. Where is Mozart from?
He was from Austria.
Austria. What was his profession?
Composer.
Composer and musician. He was a pianist. Also, as we were talking about, also you can talk about his hometown. He was from Austria with his family, with his father, his childhood. What did he do as a child? What did Mozart do as a child? How was his childhood? Traveling. With?
Father and sisters.
With his father and sisters, going to concerts, writing music. He started to play the piano when he was only 4 or 5. So you describe the information of the person, where the person is from, what is his name or her name, what is his profession, all the basic personal information. This is what you are going to include when you present your biographies. Pay attention to that. Element of a biography number 1. It's clear or repeat?
Split, teacher.
Please.
It's clear. Thank you so much. Let's go to the element of a biography number 2. So we covered the personal information. Now we go to professional background or professional life. Personal life and obviously professional life. What do I mean? Achievements. These are his goals achieved, sus logros, sus reconocimientos, qué ha logrado esta persona. This is why is the person famous. This person is famous because he sings, because he plays, because he writes, because he acts. Anything that you want to include about his scandals, what's going on with his professional life, if this person is polemic or not, and obviously include pictures. Pay attention to that. It's possible to include pictures all the time. So we have personal life, but also we have professional life. Clear or repeat?
Here, teacher.
Thank you very much. So
Please,
remember
teacher.
that when you present a biography, we have personal information and professional's life of the person. Now we go to the next. There are some other points that you can describe of a biography. Like what? Personal life. Personal information, name, profession, nationality, blah, blah, blah. And now you are going to talk about this person's life as well. When we're describing a person's life, and this is basic too, we speak about his preferences. He likes traveling. You can observe the information on social networks like Instagram, what you see. If you're not sure, you can invent or pretend that you know it. Hobbies, what you consider this person like doing or what you investigate online about the person. Tell me about the family, the friends. Is married, is single, has children, no children. She's pregnant or they are waiting for a baby. Tell me about the personal life of the person. Is the person married, single, they have children, family? So we have personal information, professional life, and now we have personal life. Likes, preferences, hobbies, family, and marital status. Clear or repeat?
Repeat.
So, in the elements of a biography, we have the first one, personal information. Yes? Name, nationality, age, profession. In number 2, professional life. What is the profession? Talk about the person's career. Why is the person famous? Talking about the professional life. After that, personal life. Talk to me about the life of this person you are doing a biography with. The preferences, the hobbies, the family, the marital status. Personal information, professional life, personal life. Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Hey, class, yes?
Yes, teacher.
Very good.
Yes,
Super.
yes.
Teacher, we choose the.
Thank you so much. Now, let's see. Very important. You will tell me your opinion about the person. Y esto sí se los voy a decir en español. En esta parte tan importante que va a ser el cierre de su presentación, esa opinión, así trabajemos en grupo, es individual. Aquí le doy ejemplos de cómo dar la opinión de su persona famosa favorita. How? In your opinion, you can say, why do you like this person very much? Example number 1. I like him if the famous is a man. I like her if the person is a woman. I admire. What is admire? Admire, what is that?
Que admira.
Admira.
So I admire him because she is. I think. Problem with the verb?
No, teacher.
Problem with the verb? No. Ooh, come on.
Excuse me, teacher, repeat.
I think is, I think she is. So these are examples of introductions to your opinions. Finally, we have a really good example to introduce your opinion like, in my opinion, this person is. Here I am giving you adjectives. Intelligent. Awesome. Awesome is wonderful. Awesome, wonderful, fantastic. Awesome, wonderful. In your biography. Hey, look at this one. This part is individual. ¿Qué quiero decir? Vamos a trabajar en grupos. Vamos a hacer una presentación de una biografía en grupos. Divídase la información personal, divídase la vida profesional, divídase la vida personal.
Profe,
No
una
se divida la
pregunta.
opinión. La opinión es individual. Ajá.
En el grupo debemos de escoger una sola persona famosa o cada.
One person. One person, one famous person per group.
Okay, right.
One famous person.
But the opinion is individually.
This activity is in groups. In groups of 4. One famous person per group.
Ah, ya, profe. Yes, gracias.
One famous person per group. What else? You work together. Oral evaluation of the activity is individual. Let me continue for you to understand what I'm saying, okay? So, questions for the moment?
Yes, el cuestionario será
Remember
oral
that
individual, teacher.
It's oral. It's an oral activity. It's an oral activity for the next class.
Okay.
So,
Okay, teacher.
the opinion is individual. Each member, cada uno, of the groups must give your opinion. Give me 1 second, I show you the rest. Give me 1 second, I show you the rest, and after that, I answer questions, okay? 1 second, 1 second. Look, here you
Profe, la
have
opinión,
all the
profe, opinión es como
Aquí
decirle,
tenemos
como,
todas las instrucciones detalladas. Pónganle cuidado, déjenme explicar. Les voy a presentar unos elementos de la biografía, otros más, y ya respondo todas sus preguntas, ¿ok? Aquí les estoy nombrando qué debe incluir, cómo preparar esa presentación. Eso sí, chicos, cada vez que yo le deje a usted una actividad, yo le voy a decir cuánto se demore, personas, qué cantidad de personas por grupo, si es individual, si no, cómo lo va a presentar. Yo les trato de dar todas las instrucciones porque yo sé que es un poco complicado prepararse en un segundo idioma. Entonces, mire las instrucciones que tiene acá. How to prepare your biography. How to prepare, I'm sorry. How to prepare or how to present your biography. Oh no, what is that? What happened? No. Wait. Let me fix it once again. Okay, no, I don't know what happened. Why is it blue? Let me show it to you in a different way. Can you see now?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, I open it from my computer because, well, internet is crazy. I don't know why, but I do. So, we were talking about the opinion, and now,
Profe, ¿le ayuda a compartir la presentación?
no, I have it on my computer. Wait. I have it on my computer. I have different documents, but I have it on my computer. It's here. Look. Can you see it now? This is the one that is for you. So how to present your biography. Number one, le voy diciendo una por una, usted me dice si la entiende o la repetimos. Okay? Number one, make groups of 4. Clear or repeat?
Clear.
Clear.
All the class, clear or repeat?
Clear.
Make groups of 4. Clear?
Clear.
Yes or
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Second point of the class. Each person is important. All the members in the group must participate. Pay attention to that. You work together. How? You divide the responsibilities. You divide the information. You create the PowerPoint presentation together. You work together to prepare your presentation. In the moment of the oral presentation next class, everybody participates. All the students speak. Why? I am evaluating you orally. I am not evaluating you for how perfect is your PowerPoint presentation. 4 people in the group. 3 people speak. 1 person, sure, I did the PowerPoint. I'm sorry. The 3 students have 5. The student number has 0. Why? Because evaluating you orally. This is one oral activity. Clear or repeat? Yes or no?
Profe, no me deja ver la presentación.
Excuse me?
Profe, se me perdió la presentación, no la miro. Lo está compartiendo, no estoy mirando. Ya, profe.
Sí, está compartiendo. Está compartiendo. So, clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
Class, please, yes or no?
Yes, teacher, yes.
Yes, teacher.
Thank you so much. How do you present the activity? How do you present the biography? With a PowerPoint presentation. With a PowerPoint presentation. One more time. Super important. Pay attention to this. This is an alarm, and I am going to put it in red. At the university, at school, I hope, but especially at the university, when we prepare a PowerPoint presentation, we have keywords, no more. Like my PowerPoint presentation. In my PowerPoint presentation, I have keywords for explaining, no more keywords. I have a text here because they are the instructions for you. But when I show you presentations in my classes, only keywords. The rest is speaking, demonstrating, explaining. So keywords is palabras clave. Short phrases, acceptable, short, small phrases. And obviously pictures. This is fantastic. Pictures, let me put it in green because this is amazing. I love pictures. Illustrating with pictures, showing pictures. This is okay. Keywords, short phrases, and pictures. This is acceptable. Very good. What's incorrect? Long texts. I don't accept paragraphs. I don't accept texts in your PowerPoint presentation. Clear or repeat?
Teacher, why is short phrase?
Excuse me?
What is short phrase? ¿Cómo se dice?
Phrases. Phrases is okay. Phrases is acceptable. Let me correct this.
Yeah.
Phrases, short words and phrases are acceptable. Let me put it in green. Keywords, Short phrases is okay, is acceptable. Text is incorrect, not possible. Incorrect.
Teacher,
Clear or repeat?
Clear.
this note replace the note of exam?
No, this is the activity of the class. 15%. Now, don't forget to include all the points given before. How is that? Don't forget to include personal information. Don't forget to include personal life, professional life, and opinion. So those are the points. Personal information. What else? Professional background. What else? Personal life. What else? Opinions. Personal information, professional background or life, personal life, opinions. A, remember, it is one biography per group. One person only. So what's the idea? With the 4 people, you select the famous person that you want to present. It is not 4 people, 4 biographies, no. Only one person, famous person per group. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, very good. So let's continue. A, the PowerPoint presentation is important. A beautiful PowerPoint presentation with keywords, with short phrases, with pictures, no text, no paragraphs. That is important. But your oral performance is the most important. So that's why I'm saying that all the students speak, because your speaking is your grade. Your PowerPoint presentation counts, but your speaking, your oral performance is the way I evaluate this activity. This activity goes in classwork. Classwork, 15%. Tenemos 2 actividades que vamos a calificar de ese classwork, que es el 15%. ¿Cuáles 2 actividades voy a contar en ese classwork? Tenemos 5% de participación. Todavía hay personas sin participación, es decir, que llevan varias personas con 0 en participación. Ya tenemos varios que tienen 2, 3, 5 de participación y eso va haciendo que su nota sea más alta, más alta, más alta. Tenemos 15%. Tenemos 15% de classwork. ¿Qué es classwork? Trabajo en clase. Esta actividad hace parte de ese 15% y solo vamos a tener 2. Esta actividad y el taller que les voy a dejar a continuación, que es en grupo y me deben enviar. Esta actividad para la próxima clase, el taller para mañana. ¿Ok? Entonces, ojo,
Teacher,
15% tenemos 2 actividades. Ajá.
¿la presentación de la biografía es para dentro de 8 días?
Para dentro de 8 días.
Profe, ¿y hay que enviarle esa
Ok.
presentación o no?
¿Cómo?
La presentación, la biografía, ¿hay que enviársela?
No.
No, solo es
No,
para
presented next class.
Ok.
Ajá, presented next class.
¿Y
Presented
el
next
taller?
class.
Profe, entonces el parcial, ¿cuándo
Taller, ya
sería?
vamos
¿Dentro
para
de
allá.
15?
El parcial sería la próxima clase. 2 horas y media hacemos las presentaciones y el resto de la clase lo utilizamos para el próximo viernes.
Mi profe.
¿Ok? Ajá.
Y es por medio de
No,
la
profe, no
plataforma, ¿cierto,
entendí.
profe?
El parcial es dentro de
Yo
8
les envié un
días.
correo.
Teacher,
Ajá.
Ay, ¿cómo así?
Teacher,
Ok. Ajá.
repeat.
profe, es que se me cortó el internet y no sé si tú me escuchas. ¿El trabajo que tú vas a dejar es en Moodle o es por correo electrónico que lo vas a enviar?
Email. The workshop email. Pero no se
Listo, profe.
preocupe, le estoy dando las
Gracias.
instrucciones de esta actividad. Ya vamos para el taller y ya decidimos cuándo enviar ese taller. Déjeme terminar con las de esta presentación, que es para la próxima clase, y ya le doy las instrucciones del taller. Definimos fecha de parcial y absolutamente todo, ¿ok?
Ok.
So, hey guys, please don't read. That's why I am telling you not to include text in your PowerPoint presentation. This activity is oral, so please don't read all the time. It's acceptable, obviously, that sometimes you have to read, but not all the time. The idea is that you speak and present. You have 1 week, tiene una semana, 1 week to prepare your presentation. So please speak, not read. Finally, it's something short. It is something very short. For people, 6 minutes maximum. From the personal information, a short description of the personal information. From professional life, a short description. Achievements, 1, 2 achievements, no more. Something coherent, something complete, but something short. I don't want 20 minutes presentations, no, because we have 4 hours of class, 2 hours and a half, 2 hours, 30 minutes for presentations, 1 hour for the exam. So please be short. 4 minutes, 6 minutes. Short presentations, please. Short presentations, please. Okay? Not too long. Short presentations. And ese día va a ser el día que vamos a tener en cuenta la instrucción que dimos en la clase número 1 del respeto por las actividades, por las instrucciones que demos de acuerdo a la disposición. ¿Disposición de qué? Microphones okay, cameras on. If you want to have the 5, I need microphones, obviously, because it's oral all the time. But that day, cameras on. So the group that is doing the presentation, that group needs the camera on. Questions?
Teacher, I want to say something. For my work, things is a little difficult to make the biography in groups. So I can ask you if I can make for my own.
To work alone?
Yes, teacher.
Can you make an exception because we have 40 students in the class? Do you imagine 10 people saying the same? So instead of having 10 presentations, we would have 20 presentations if we have excuses like that. and accept those excuses with other students. That makes me worried. Don't you have any person to work with?
Yes, I don't have problem to make we in a group, so it's okay, teacher.
Thank you very much. You saved my life because we do it for the quantity of people that we have in the group. We have 40 students, 41 students. So it means we have 10 groups. It's the precise time to finish presentations and to go to exam. Thank you for understanding. Any other question about this?
No, teacher.
Okay, let's go to the workshop. No more questions about the biography, right? No more questions about the biography?
Oh, teacher. Yeah.
Very good. So let me show you something on the email again. Here, this document, it is because you have one document to take questions, to take examples, to analyze it. This is something that you can take advantage of in your groups. Here you have examples of possible questions that of information that you may include in your biography. Here I am like giving you a material for you to use. A, not necessary to include everything. Not, it's a guide, it's just a guide. This is the guide material. Don't include everything. Remember, it's a short presentation, but you can take it as a guide. Why? Because this document has the example of a biography text. Here you can see. So you can read the text, you can take it into account. And also here, one more time, I am giving you the instructions to do it. And this is a link that you can use for looking for biographies. So if you go to the link, you can see examples of different biographies of people. This is very useful. Investigate there, look for information in there.
Teacher, we can use all the photos we want.
Excuse me?
We can use all the photos we want.
Of course, yes, there is no problem. There is no problem. You can use any quantity of pictures. There is no problem. That is okay for me. And here I am giving you vocabulary of adjectives, of connectors, of verbs. So here you can see expressions that you can use. So this document is very useful at the moment of creating your biography. Now we're going to see the final activity. So in this class today, we had 6 points this class today. And the point number 1, we had talking about past experiences questions, finished. Point number 2, regular and irregular verbs with activity about past. Point number 3, listening, finished. Point number 4, elements of a biography with a PowerPoint presentation and instructions of the oral activity, oral presentations for the next class. It's okay for the moment?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Now, let's go to the point number 6. This is a reading comprehension workshop. Reading comprehension workshop. In groups. Groups of 4 people. I accept groups of 4 or 3, no problem. If you decide to work in groups of 3, it's okay. If you decide to work in groups of 4, it's okay. This workshop is tusendet. Look, it's tusendet. What is that? You send it to my email. You send it to my email. And obviously, it is going to be also in the 15% of classwork. This activity also is in the 15% of classwork. So this activity and this activity compose the 15% of classwork. Clear? Questions for now?
Rafa, yo tengo una pregunta.
Ajá.
¿Este taller es para enviarlo para cuándo?
Ya vamos para allá.
Vale.
Tomorrow or Sunday? What do you prefer?
Uy, domingo, profe. En lo
Uy,
posible.
Sunday, profe, mañana hay como 5 parciales.
Sunday, please, Sunday.
No, está muy
Saturday
rápido.
or Sunday?
So soon.
What do you prefer?
Saturday.
So soon.
Sunday?
Tomorrow?
Monday.
No, no Monday. Saturday or Sunday? 2 options, not
Sure,
3.
for tomorrow.
Sunday.
It's
Pero a
for
las 12 de la
Sunday.
noche.
Okay. Pay
teacher, it's
attention
for
to that. Sunday. When and how to send it. When and how to send it. So we have decided that it's for Sunday. Sunday, September 5th, 2021.
teacher, it's so
Ah,
soon.
excuse me?
Teacher, it's so soon.
Yeah, actually it was for tomorrow. What do you prefer, tomorrow or Sunday?
Teacher, I really can this weekend. I work Sunday and
But it's very short. It's only 2 pages. 1 hour, 2 hours, you can do it.
okay.
It is not a long workshop. It's 2 pages only. Actually, 1 page, because 1 page is the text. Second page is the workshop. This is something that you can do in 2 hours. If you want to do it, you can do it in 2 hours and you have 2 days. Yes, class? So I was thinking 12 p.m. But now, as I am so considered, I am giving you the chance to do it until 6 p.m.
Profe, una pregunta, ¿para la exposición y para el taller se pueden hacer de 5 personas?
No.
Profe, ¿dónde encontramos el
People
taller?
is multitude. It's on the email. After 6 p.m., I don't receive any workshop. Teacher this, teacher that, teacher this. On Monday, receiving workshops? No, sorry, guys. This is another compromise of the class. I give you clear instructions for having clear and punctual activities and tasks. Where is the workshop? The workshop is here. reading turning points workshop. It is here. So as you can see, it's loading. Wait. Can you see it now? This is the workshop. So the point number 1 or the page number 1 is the reading exercise. You are going to read the text in groups of 4 or in groups of 3 people. And here you have the answers or the questions. They are 10 questions in total. 1 page of questions, 10 questions. We have 4 people. So it means 2-3 questions each one. Not so difficult, guys. If you work together, you can work and do it very good. Short answers or full answers? Guys, short answers or full answers? What do you think?
Short answer.
What do you think? According to my methodology, short answers or full answers?
Full.
Full answers. Second suggestion, don't use translator. I want to see your words. Full answers and don't use translator. I don't want to read in translator. I want to read my students of English 2 trying to answer, trying to create, trying to write in past. I want to see my students' talent. I don't want to see a machine answering a workshop. Questions? Questions for the moment? Do you have any questions, guys? No? It's clear?
Profe, ¿y eso se lo envía solo una persona por grupo o cada uno?
Yes. Very good question. Awesome, amazing. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh, I forgot it. Thank you so much. I almost forget it. Hey, how to send it? And this is something that I am going to write. How to send it? This is something that I am going to send to you and write on the chat as well. You guys, how to send it? Fantastic questions, very good. Name the email first. Name the email. How? Last name and name. 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 To be 107. Workshop number 2. Name.
Profe, eso era el asunto, ¿no?
Ajá, exacto. Por favor, ayúdenme con eso. Tengo 4 grupos de casi 50 estudiantes cada grupo. Nombrar el correo, apellido, nombre, apellido, nombre, apellido, nombre, el grupo y qué actividad. Lo mismo para el documento. ¿Qué documento? El de Word que usted me va a enviar. Last name and name. Last name and name, last name and name, last name and name, to be 107, workshop number 2. Así lo voy a enviar. A screenshot. Excuse me. So, I am sending you the
Teacher,
instructions to your email again. Uh-huh.
I don't understand. De las dos actividades, o sea, las dos se envían, o sea, las diapositivas y la actividad que es
No,
para el domingo.
no. De las diapositivas, ¿yo qué dije? ¿Que se envía o que se presenta a la otra clase?
Que se
Eso se
presenta.
presenta a la otra
Ajá,
clase.
Solo
de esa
que sí me
sí,
confundí.
solamente se presenta. Ajá. De esta sí les estoy indicando enviarla cuando, hora, puntual, no recibo después y cómo. De la otra
Ah,
les
ok.
indiqué para la próxima clase. El taller hasta el
Entonces,
domingo, 6 de la tarde. ¿Cómo?
en-
Nombra el documento con nombres, apellidos y nombres, número de grupo, taller 2. Lo mismo el documento. La presentación es para la próxima clase.
¿Cómo así número de grupo, profe?
Código.
O sea, profe, lo que no le entiendo es, en el email cuando tenemos que enviarlo por correo electrónico, en el asunto van los nombres, el trabajo 2 y ya, ¿cierto? Pero cuando dices en
Nombramos
el
el correo
documento,
y
eso
nombramos
es
el
en la
documento, ambos.
portada, ¿cierto?
Cuando digo nombramos el
O sea,
correo es en
sí,
el
sino que
asunto. En
el
el asunto en lo que
documento
aparece
es
en la
como,
primera línea cuando uno le llega un correo.
pero no, ese
Ahí en
asunto no
ese,
quedaría
en
muy
ese
largo con todos los
no,
nombres más el
así me
código y
funciona
workshop.
perfecto. Así me funciona perfecto. Para mí poder leer qué estudiantes están enviando el taller. Nombres, apellido, nombre, apellido, nombre, apellido, nombre, grupo, qué actividad. ¿Ok?
Profe,
Please.
sino que como estás
entonces
diciendo,
somos
last
solamente,
name and name sería pues el segundo apellido y el nombre, o sea, el nombre completo de todos en la
Ajá, yes.
descripción.
Ajá, yes.
Ok.
profe, lo que quiero entender es que ahí donde dices en el nombre del documento, eso va como en la portada, ¿cierto?
Nombre del documento. Aquí. One second.
Sí, ahí donde name, date, document, ese va es como en la portada, ¿cierto? También, igual que como
No,
en el asunto.
no, 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 no. No. One second. Let me show you. Let me see if I can see it here. Can you see now? Aquí. Nombre del documento. En este nombre del documento es porque yo lo descargo y de una vez lo descargo con sus nombres, apellidos, código del curso y qué taller es. Acá arriba, ¿lo pueden ver? Hey class, can you see it? Here.
Yes, profe.
Ajá. Ahí es donde le digo, nombre del documento de la siguiente manera. Nombre el archivo de Word, last name, bla, bla, bla. Group, workshop number 2.
Ya. O sea, ya le entendí. O sea que hay que guardarlo el documento con los nombres de todas las personas,
Cuando guardes el
de
documento que
todo
me
el
lo
grupo.
vayas a enviar, ahí sí lo guardas con los integrantes, el grupo y qué taller es.
Exacto, profe Ancho.
¿Listo?
Listo,
¿Sí?
profe.
Excelente.
Yes.
Y en el asunto del correo, ¿qué es lo que ponemos? También todo
Y
lo
en el asunto del correo igual, lo
También
mismo.
es lo mismo.
Los apellidos,
Ujú.
nombre, apellido, nombre, grupo, taller 2.
Cuando dices grupo, ¿te refieres al número de este grupo? ¿De la clase?
Ajá.
¿Y cuál es, profe?
Yo ya la escribió. 2B107.
2B107. So as I love to have all the instructions super clear, I am going to send you the screenshot with all the exact. There it is. What's the number of the group? The number of the group is 2B107. Any other question, guys? Any other question?
No, teacher, all is clear.
All is clear?
Teacher, cualquier inquietud le podemos escribir.
Obviously, yes, you can do it. Uh-huh. You can do it.
Thank you.
Thanks to you.
Thank you,
Only
teacher.
the workshop, Caterina, only the workshop. The workshop to my email, the PowerPoint presentation of biography, next class. So next class, 2 hours, I hope, for the oral presentations, and next class, 2 hours or 1 hour and 30 minutes for the exam. Ah, wait, the exam. I didn't tell you anything about the exam. Look, the exam. Information on your email. ¿Usted sí lee el correo que yo le envié? Sí, porque aquí en el correo también está. Look, exam. This is my mistake. 11 is Saturday, right? Let me see. 11, 10. 11, 10th, Friday. So, el examen lo vamos a hacer la próxima clase. Ese examen lo realizamos en Moodle, como vamos a realizar si en algún momento hacemos algún quiz, también se hace a través de Moodle y el examen escrito se hace en Moodle. ¿Qué les sugiero, chicos? Ya no tengo forma de matricular a nadie. La universidad nos quitó el acceso a los profesores para poder matricular porque hasta el semestre anterior lo podíamos hacer, ya no. Deben estar seguros que están matriculados. Me imagino que para otros parciales también necesitan saberlo. Por favor, accedan a la plataforma y rectifiquen que tienen el curso 2B107 con la profesora Karen Loaiza registrado.
Profe,
Teacher, o sea que tú
Ajá.
nos vas a hacer examen oral de la presentación de las diapositivas y también nos vas a hacer examen por Moodle.
Uy, muchachos. Ok. Yo dije que tenemos un 15%. ¿Qué es classwork? Retomemos otra vez.
Es un taller.
Que alguien me explique qué es classwork. Ustedes leyeron el documento que yo les envié
Trabajo
la
en
primera vez.
clase, profe, trabajo en
Un
clase.
trabajo que hacemos en
Hay que
casa.
retomarlo otra vez porque ya nos va a acabar la sesión. 15% tenemos de trabajo en clase. 15% de trabajo en clase. 5% de participación. 10% del examen escrito. Ese 10% es el examen que usted va a tener en Moodle, que es su parcial inicial, es su parcial número 1. ¿Cierto? Que yo le esté dejando una presentación de PowerPoint no significa que es su parcial. Que le esté colocando un taller, ese tampoco es su parcial. Como les señalé ahora, yo les señalé ahora estas dos, que creo que también lo dije en español, aquí y acá, que esto es el ¿qué? ¿Qué dijimos que era? ¿Qué dijimos que eran estas dos actividades?
El 15%
El
de la
15%.
¿El 15% de qué?
Del corte.
Del corte. El 15% que corresponde a trabajo en clase. Hasta el momento solamente tenemos 2 actividades de trabajo en clase porque hemos hecho muchas de participación. Esmérese por esas 2. Una es su taller, que lo va a entregar el domingo, que moví la fecha porque era para mañana, hasta las 6 de la tarde, y a las 6:01 ya no recibo. Y la otra es su presentación oral, que es una actividad de clase, pero que cuenta dentro del 15% de trabajo en clase. Pero usted tiene un 10% y chicos, les recomiendo que lean por favor los porcentajes de cortes, los compromisos que les compartí la primera clase. Ahí están los porcentajes de evaluación y eso. Se los voy a reenviar. A todos se los voy a reenviar porque yo sé que tenemos personas nuevas. A todos les voy a volver a enviar todos los correos.
Profe,
Entonces,
Profe, usted no había dicho que el parcial lo hacía en la segunda semana porque habíamos iniciado la clase tarde. O sea que sería...
esta es la primera semana y la otra es la segunda semana.
Ah.
Pues mañana ya no tienen parciales, ¿no han tenido parciales esta semana?
No, la otra.
No, a partir de mañana.
Sí.
A partir
Ajá.
del lunes.
No, pues sabemos unos que estudiamos los sábados y es a partir de mañana.
Ah, entonces, si tienen clase los sábados y, y tienen ya parcial mañana. Es que esta es la primera semana de exámenes y la otra es la segunda semana de exámenes. Los exámenes, ¿sí?
El parcial es el sábado 11.
¿Qué lees abajito?
Es que como dice 11, entonces por eso pregunté.
Por eso lo señalé, pero ¿qué lees ahí abajito?
Viernes.
Viernes 10. Viernes
Gracias.
Viernes 10.
Viernes 10, el viernes 10. Ahí miramos. Prográmense para hacer su parcial el viernes después de las presentaciones. Si vemos que pues no, que no alcanzamos, miramos qué hacer. Pero hasta ahora cronometrado y programado examen y presentación